Hello guys, Spin Bunnyheads here. As you saw in the title, this is going to be a discussion video about something that has been bothering me for years. In this video I'm going to tell you my opinion and my point of view in this specific matter, which translates to the fact that I may not be right, and also that I'm aware of that. When I was still in high school, I joined Deviantart in May of 2013. At that point of my life I was not familiar with how internet works, or how specific groups of people work. Deviantart was the reason I started drawing in the first place. I never considered myself an artist, and having so much positive feedback for my first drawings gave me motivation to start drawing, because I thought that if this community of artists approved my drawings that I made with no effort at all, they would probably love to see me actually try and draw something better. I started drawing every day. Daily, I uploaded new drawings, and so many people loved that, even though those drawings were really bad. I only drew faces though. Sometimes the upper body, with the arms always hidden because I could never draw them. After some good 2 to 3 months, I got better at drawing faces. I watched many tutorials and I had developed a specific drawing style. But I still couldn't draw bodies. I was not familiar with the human body, with the female anatomy. So all the bodies I tried to draw were too skinny, very stiff, and in unnatural poses. I should mention that I'm not a talented artist. I'm not one of those people that from a young age could make a single line look beautiful. I'm not one of those people that can think of something and immediately the image in their minds is so clear that they can draw it. I'm simply not in the category of artists. I'm one of those people that struggle a lot. I have thrown away many drawings that I knew that if I ever wanted to draw well, I would have to try really hard. As someone that has never been to an art school, I simply started practicing the way I was taught in art class, by drawing what is in front of me. We had this life-size mannequin that was sitting in a specific pose, and I drew her 3, maybe even 4 times, and each time I looked less and less at the mannequin. By sketching something 3 to 4 times, I managed to teach myself how to draw correctly a pose. Time-consuming, yeah, but very effective. And so I started practicing this way with my anime drawings. I look at poses on Google Images from other people or other animes, and I try to practice my skills. As I mentioned earlier, I uploaded my drawings to Deviantart daily, so all those drawings that I used as practice were uploaded as well. People started complimenting my art, saying how much had improved, which made me happy and also made me realize that it's okay if I'm not talented. I can still draw decently if I really try and if I really want to. Everything was going great. I kept teaching myself new poses every day, and I was happy with the results at the time. But then everything changed. People appeared and started accusing me of being an art thief. People started commenting on my drawings that I trace and copy other artists, and that I should be ashamed of myself, that I should be banned from Deviantart. As I mentioned earlier, I was not familiar with how internet works, or what the rules are, especially when it comes to our communities, but I knew what those accusations meant, and I knew they weren't true. I tried to explain that I was practicing poses, and how am I supposed to learn how to draw if I don't practice the things that I'm bad at, but no one listened. I said that for some people it's impossible to draw something for the very first time without looking at it. That for some people drawing is like a recipe. If you want to cook something for the first time, you will have to use instructions, and most likely if you do it more than once, not only you will memorize it, but you will also add to it some of your own ideas. But again, those people kept bullying me. They kept telling me that I must give credit to all those pictures I used as references for practicing, or else I would be an art thief. And I actually did all that. I gave credit to all those drawings, but they did not stop accusing me. And here's what bothers me. If you draw a vase in art class, or even a friend of yours, you don't feel the need to give them credit, because you're the one that drew them. But when it comes to anime, or any animated drawing style, you must give credit, even if you only use the picture as reference to help you draw something as small as an ear. I'm not talking of course about copying an entire picture and claiming it as your own. In that case, you must give full credit. But why for something so small that you use for practice? Why are words so harsh and hurtful like art thief and tracer and copy being used so easily on young artists, even if it was just for practicing, and they're not claiming that the drawing is 100% a product of their own imagination? Isn't it normal to draw with reference when you're a beginner? Would it be better if I had never shown these drawings to the art community? And why do you have to feel ashamed if you say out loud that you do use references for practicing? It was very effective for me, and by now I can draw all those poses without looking at them. I can draw new poses, because all this time I taught myself how the body works, and how it should look like. And the biggest issue here is the rest of the people that actually like my drawings, my fan base. The fact that they were not only surprised but even disappointed in me for using references. This way of thinking, the fact they are scared of practicing effectively, is what kept some of them from improving, because they refused to look at references, because they thought that a drawing is worth applauding only when it's fully made by you. But it doesn't have to be. Anyway, the reason I wanted to make this video, and the reason this whole thing bothered me so much, is because after a while that this happened, I actually left Deviantart. And if it wasn't for my manga, that I care so much about, I would have probably stopped drawing for good. And I know there are other artists out there that might experience the same thing. People like that will discourage them, and they may not have such strong motivation as I did to not quit drawing. So just do you. Don't be bothered by those harsh words. Find a way that suits you to practice and get better, and if it works and it's not in fact theft, keep doing it, because one day you'll be great. Anyway, I hope you guys like this little speed paint that I made. It's from a project that I'm actually working on right now. I'm really sorry. I would like to apologize that my first video after so long, it's a video about me complaining about a serious matter, but I promise you guys have lots of things prepared for you, like tutorials, and I would also like to show you my sketchbook that I did while I was away. So please leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree with me, or basically just your opinion on this issue. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye!